Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys . It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Howard on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. So Dalton now. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
4 down.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson.
I got it.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
Run! 65. Lay down. 11Z. 12. 1, 623. Kill. Gone right. Gun. Let's go, hey. To right. Mike 34.
Throwing on third down. Luck looking for his big receiver. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 44 yards.
Watch safety creep. To right. Safety's creeping.
First down. Here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hurry! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Rip.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Mike 34. To right. Hurry. You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Luck on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Strong right. Hey, boys, you got 4 down.
They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Last stop. Check.
Here's Peterson on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ohio! Check Mike 34!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Check safety, Flex round! 34's the Mike! Flex round! We want it! Come to
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And Ginn's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Flex round! 34's the Mike! He's coming. Check him! Ohio! Nice, sweetheart! Flex round! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship!
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Flex round!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And able to find Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Hey, check Mike 34.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Coming to you.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Get there. Flex round! 34's the Mike.
play action, it's Dobbs. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen that, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Connects with Sanu right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mohamed Sanu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, oh.
A.J. Green. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Green with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Complete to Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex Brown! Flex Brown! Ohio! Ohio!
On second down, Dobbs. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Ohio! Ohio!
Dobbs now on second down. And there goes Green. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dalton, 1st and 10. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
3 down.
A give to Howard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Dobbs is throwing. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Flex round!
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
Throwing here, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Even. 4 down.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round! Shift!
Now Dobbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. Fielded about a yard deep. Here come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Dobbs. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Lead! 18!
Dalton throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have regained the lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down?
A.J. Green, the 30, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. A.J. Green, 79 yards, and the Colts are in for 6.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Here's Sanu on the catch. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Green, 38 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Andy Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Now it's Ginn. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. You got 4.
They begin the drive with Williams. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. 4 down. 4 down. Check.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ohio. Check. Lucky.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Last stop. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and in throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down, Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver,
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, Peterson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And able to find Green. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 45 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Flex round! Flex round! Sponge! No!
Now Dobbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They give it to Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Now Peterson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, 4 down. Hey, watch 28.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Back up.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He's back to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 15 yards through the air and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Right. He's tight right here, he's tight on the right,
Lee, you're 18.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
On the ball.
The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. First down now, but the clock continues to move. That is incomplete.
We got three. Three down.
They'll look to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be third down. Big spot. Andy Dalton. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Dalton wants to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for years, the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town.